exactly what time it is, man. Say, we done stepped up into the game, homie. A lot of people, they want to wait till it's too late. But when it's too late, I don't want to conversate. What you got to say about that, Kane?
That's 100% facts and not opinion, man. You already know what it is. Back here, searching no game on the ground, front of your hands. You just got the pound and are ready for the next round.
Yeah, man. So shout out to everybody that's in attendance for this very special episode of the Game Time, man. Yeah. We usually do it on YouTube, but guess what? Now we're doing it for you, dude. So with that being said, man, as you make your way into the live stream, make sure you double tap the screen. I do have moderators that will uphold
phone
the
disconnected
that we have within here. So make sure you don't get disconnected. What's good, Asa? What's good, Kuda? Hey, I'm going to need you guys to stay in here for the entirety of the live if you can, because I do not want to touch the screen in the situation in which I have the phone being placed. So Kane is live as well, and we're going to be doing a dual episode. So to all you Keishas, try to keep it within, because I'm telling you right now, if you lit it out, we're going to get it out. If you lit it out, we're going to get it out. So with that being said, Kane, what you got to say, homie?
Yeah, man. A lot of people, man, they say they're going to do this, they say they're going to do that. They claim to be a professional, so to speak. They claim to know what they're doing, but at the end of the day, bro, they really don't know what they're doing. And that's why you can't trust people who say that they're quote-unquote professionals. They're really not, bro. They're not.
Yeah, man. A lot of people, they say that they have the credentials. It's like this whole rhetoric where everybody thinks that they can get a CDL just because they pass a test. Just because you can drive a car doesn't mean that you can drive a truck. And just because you can drive a truck doesn't mean you should be driving a truck. You see, a lot of people can do a lot of things, but that doesn't mean that they need to be doing it. For instance, you'll go to a place wherever you would like to shop for clothes or whatever the case may be, whether it be accessories or whatever. And people will have these attitudes. It's like they're working at the job, so when you look at what they're doing in their position, it's obvious that they're there, but it's apparent by the way that they carry themselves and their demeanor that they should actually not be there. You know what I'm saying? And get that Keisha up out of here. I didn't ask what you can drive. Now you are going to be guided up out of here. Yeah, take the express lane. What you got to say about that, Kane? And thank you so much, Destiny. Yeah, shout out to all the ladies. I appreciate the ladies that go crazy. We got guys that are sitting around on a weekly day. They could be doing anything else. They could be learning how to fish. They could be learning how to drive. They could be learning how to do whatever the case may be, but instead they'd rather get on their knees and beg please to talk to me. But anyways, Kane, what do you guys say, homie?
No, man. Just because you passed the test does not mean that you know what it is that you passed. It don't mean you're certified, bro. Just because you passed the test. Oh, man, you passed the test. Guess what? You passed a paper-written test. You did not pass the hands-on test. So because you ain't passed the hands-on test, guess what? You don't got no hands-on experience. And if you ain't got no hands-on experience, you ain't got no business being hands-on with anything.
Facts.
There's a whole lot of people that say, yeah, man, I got my certification on the internet. Yeah, but have you ever used your hands or anything? Have you got any hands-on experience? No, but I got my certification on the internet. Man, there's people that be sitting around. Why do you think that plane door flew off that plane on the Alaskan Airlines? Guess what? You know why? Because the people that was working on that plane, the flight attendants and the pilots, guess what? They got their certifications online. They had no hands-on experience. That's why that happened.
We're living in a time and a day and age where people sit around and all they want to do is base their rhetoric, whatever they believe and perceive off of what somebody else says. They haven't actually put themselves out there to be able to dictate what they believe and what they don't based off of, tests. And get that Keisha up out of here. And keep getting these Keishas up out of here, man. They're sitting around and they're asking questions that have the best definition of nothing to do with what I'm saying. And shout out to my moderators that are staying throughout the entirety of my live. Usually I would say, you guys can come as you go because I like pressing the button. But with the obvious situation, I'm not going to be touching my phone. So I need all of my moderators to stay here. In fact, if I see any of my moderators in here and they leave during this stream, I'm going to take your moderator away. This will not be a long episode, but with that being said, if you would like to be a moderator, you will be committed. Otherwise, it will be removed. Yeah. You see, that's the way that it got to go, man. Tomorrow's price isn't the same as today. That's what a lot of people don't understand. They think, well, man, I did this way back then, and I said this, and I said that. Get that Keisha up out of here. You don't demand to get any type. Dude, that's like walking into McDonald's and you don't even have the job yet, and you just ordered a large fry, and you literally got a fry hanging out the corner of your mouth, and you scream at the top of your lungs at the manager, hire me! No, homie. The only thing they're going to do is hire a security guard to get you up out of there. So with that being said, Kane, what do you got to say about people who come to your platform and feel entitled to have a position within your movement?
I'll tell you what it is.
Get that Keisha up out of here. I didn't ask what it was. Out.
That sense of entitlement they get because they grew up with no type of discipline, no type of self-discipline. They didn't have to ever work for anything.
Yep.
So with that being said, they take that entitlement that they grew up with and they think that it applies to everything in life. Everything. That's why you see all these quote-unquote rich kids who get whatever they want. It's because their parents just give them whatever they want without no type of work being put in. So, I mean, yeah, bro, it's like, that's the fastest way to set your children up for failure is by giving them that sense of entitlement instead of making them work for something, bro. They're not used to work. That's where they're like what homeboy said over there at the shop earlier. He said, what, I got to work for it and I got to wait for it? Yeah, you got to work for it and you got to wait for it. That's 100% facts, bro. And they think that sense of entitlement goes with everything in the world. Boy, it don't go with everything in the world.
Yeah, it doesn't go with everything in the world, and it's absolutely asinine to me how you can be talking and, giving out good game, and you have people sitting around in a live chat trying to discuss things that have nothing to do with what we're speaking about. You see, this is the reason why I say the attention spans of most people within this generation is absolutely inadequate, because what they will do is they will sit around, and instead of focusing on what they need to, they are caught up by your appearance. They are caught up by the drama. They pay attention to everything that's the best definition of a distraction to any sort of action. They have nothing going on. They're not about anything, and that's the reason why they don't represent anything. They don't stand for anything, and that's the reason why they fall for each and every single thing. And those last 2 comments, please, if you guys would snap that all out my phone. And by the way, I haven't said it yet. Make sure each and every single one of you send me a message immediately on TikTok, because as soon as this episode's over, I'll be sending everybody my Snapchat. That is the best way to talk to me, stay up to date with the content, and know when I'm going live. But listen, in order to be great, you have to become a practitioner. We have too many philosophers and not enough practitioners. That was one of the realest things that I heard David Goggins say. A lot of people can sit around and they can give you the best advice, but you know the crazy part, Kane? They don't even live by the advice that they give you. It's the best definition of hypocrisy. And get that keystrip out of here for not knowing how to spell your properly. Out. What do you got to say, Ken?
No, that's 100% facts, bro. Most people who say, oh, man, you should do this, you should do that. You should do this with your bank account, man. You should invest in this, invest in that.
They be broke.
They didn't do nothing. They didn't do anything they said that you should do. And they're sitting around trying to say, no, you do it, man. You do it because I didn't do it. Like, if you didn't do it, then what makes you think that I'm going to do it? When you're sitting here at the lowest of the low, at the bottom, and I'm like up here, you telling me that I should come join you down here? Like, no, I'm cool, bro. I'm not trying to go backwards. I'm trying to go forwards.
Bro, it'd be people at the bottom of the mountain trying to tell you how to climb.
Yeah.
And shout out to the Keishas that are expending the energy to make multiple accounts. I appreciate you getting down on your knees. I appreciate all the, the cheerleaders doing the gymnastics and the theatrics. The circus always requires your position. So keep on juggling and blowing and doing all that stuff that you're supposed to do. And you do a good job, little buddy. You could be doing anything else. You could be cleaning your room, washing your dishes, doing your laundry, learning how to do your daughter's hair. But instead, all you want to do is sit around, be on your knees and beg, please, to speak to me. I understand and I understand. If I didn't have anything to do, if my bank account was the best definition of negative, if I had no responsibilities, if I procrastinated and played video games all the time, I'd probably be doing what you guys are doing. So I understand what misery is. It loves company, but you won't get mine. What you guys say about that?
Yeah.
I'd probably be doing what you guys are doing. So I understand what misery is. It loves company, but you won't get mine. What you guys say about that?
Yeah, no, man, that's 100% facts. A lot of people, they sit around, they're miserable on purpose. When you really think about it, bro, they're miserable on purpose because
Facts.
they don't want to be accountable for their own failures.
I didn't ask if my jacket was fire. Out. And by the way, it's cold, not fire. Out. Don't you know red is the definition of ice? Blue's fire. What are they talking about?
I don't know. But when they try something and fail, they don't want to be held accountable for their own failure, so they don't try anything at all. They hate the feeling of failing, and I get it, bro, but you can't let that hatred of feeling like you failed, the hatred of failing, keep you from even trying in the first place, because if you ain't tried, guess what? You're not going nowhere at all. That's 100% facts.
And too many people allow invisible people to tell them what they should do in real life. When you come onto the internet, what you have to understand is most of the people that are commenting have no responsibilities. They have no stability. They have no ability to do the very same things that they're critiquing you of. They're looking for whatever narrative, smear campaign, or slander they can find to basically fuel their source of negativity to where they can complain about things. They do absolutely nothing. They literally put random characters jumping out of the screen that they use on their keyboard. If you look at their recently used emojis, you would be questioning if they like hot dogs or peaches, right? So this is the reason why I sit back and I say to myself, you can't worry about what someone who is nothing talks about everything. Whoa, that didn't make sense. It wasn't supposed to make sense to nonsensical individuals. All I'm saying is we're out here doing real life things. So why are you worried about what people say in a virtual reality? We never do. They have no identity. They're like unlocked characters,
That's 100% facts, bro. I call them the do-nothing Keishas. Because the Keishas, they sit around in your comment section and they don't do nothing at all except for let it out. They let it out and let it out, let it out. They be like that the homeboy on Meat Canyon that kept going around in at the Starbucks until it became the Starbucks drink itself. Y'all sitting around becoming social media itself because all you do is sit around.
Salute, Rebel, salute. What's good, my guy? But yeah, facts. It's like, dude, all you can focus on is today. You might have been very frustrated with a series of events that didn't take place or did take place in the prior. But how can you live in the present if you're too worried about the future and if you're too worried about the past? If you worry about the past too much, your present will become the past. And if you worry about the future too much, your future will become your present, and then it will become your past, and then you will have no time. You see, the old man will always tell you, man, I wish I would have did this. I wish I would have done that. Well, guess what? The old man can still do this and do that. You have to understand that until you are no longer breathing, there is no reason for you to remain dormant. You can always evolve. But sometimes, in order to evolve, you have to dissolve the amount of people that you surround yourself around. Because just because you got a lot of people around doesn't mean that it's healthy. Just because you see a lot of greenery in the garden doesn't mean it's a plant. It could be a garden full of weeds. So that's the reason why I sit back and I say to myself, everybody that talk, it's inaudible. They're speaking the English language, but there's no definition of what they're saying.
That's 100% facts, but you know, just because the pasture is green doesn't always mean that it's okay. I mean, look at the pasture over there by Sodom and Gomorrah when what's his name, Abraham's nephew Lot. He moved into Sodom and Gomorrah, and guess what? Sodom and Gomorrah got destroyed, and they moved over there because they liked the way the pasture looked. But just because the pasture was green doesn't mean that it was okay.
No, facts, man. So what I want you guys to take from this is to understand that you can keep making excuses. Oh man, this should have happened, that should have happened. They said this, he said this, she said that. At the end of the day, it's nothing but words. Words have no power. You have the power to become great. You only allow words to have power when you give it. What you have to understand is it's like they're on their knees begging, please give me some power. Please let me offend you. Homie, all you got to say is no. A lot of people want more yeses. Homie, we need more no's. You know what I'm saying? And you know what to say yes to and what to say no to, all based off of your principles, your statutes, and whatever you would like to go off of. And get that up out of here, man. We got a dude sitting around, spamming his keyboard saying, oh, man, I'm going to say this, oh, man, I'm going to say that. If I say it many times, if I get it. No, it's not going to work, buddy. And look, though, make sure each and every single one of you send me a message immediately on TikTok, because as soon as this episode's over, I will be sending everybody my Snapchat. That's the best way to talk to me, know when I'm going live next, and to stay up to date with the content. Shout out to Sarah, shout out to Stunna. Man, shout out to all my people. Don't think that I don't notice you guys. We're just giving the game, homie. We're getting ready to wrap it up. This is I guess you could say a dual episode. We're doing our podcast and our lives all in one. You know what I'm saying? Just because your location changes doesn't mean the objective changes. Woo! Just because your location changes doesn't mean that the objective changes. What is the objective? Fulfillment and completion, and like them Keishas, deletion. You know what I'm saying? Get that up out of here, man. Yeah. No, they just be talking and they just be typing, but guess what they can't do? They can't go live.
No.
Yeah. They waiting on taxes. You know why? Because they ain't got no discipline. They ain't got no money. They can't even afford to go to McDonald's 7 days a week.
Where they can't even get nothing off the dollar menu at Taco Bell.
Yeah. But all of a sudden, they got 99 cents worth of game in the comment section. Out of here. What you got to say, man? Bro.
Nah, man, it's just crazy, man. Y'all waiting on your taxes, but you can't even afford
I didn't ask. Why would I have to remember? Do you see myself? I don't have to remember nothing. I am as I am. Trying to tell me to remember something. Now you're commanding me to remember? You don't command my memory. Out. Remember this or remember that. Remember, you better mind your business. Yeah. But man, I was just giving you a compliment. I didn't ask. I'm up here and I'm speaking. I'm giving good game. Kane is speaking. When Kane is speaking, you need to be in the sound of silence. Get that out of here, man. Yeah. Y'all doing all that talking and typing. Kane, if you were standing up on the podium and anybody in my classroom started saying, hey, man, I like your jacket. You're really handsome. Can I would immediately say, go to the hallway. Matter of fact, go to the counselor's office and get a schedule change immediately.
Not even, bro. I'm sending you.
What's up, Hannah? Get that Keisha.
I'm sending you to the
get that Keisha out here too. Keep getting him out of here, man. Yeah, keep being on y'all's knees. I appreciate it.
You need a mental evaluation, and boy, you better not.
Yeah.
No, man, but man, y'all be sitting around waiting on your taxes to come in. You can't even afford to get your kid no clothes for the winter, no shoes. You ain't got the school supplies they need. You can't even get the nothing to eat. Mama, can we go to McDonald's? Sorry. Why can't we go to McDonald's? Because we ain't got no money. Why ain't we ain't got no money? Because I spend it all on bull crap. Can you imagine telling your kids that you ain't got no money because you spend it all on bull crap?
Yeah, man, they waste their money on video games. You know how many people are sitting around and they're not trying to continue to live their life so they can give their offspring the best possible chance to be successful and aware? They want to continue to live so they can play GTA 6. I literally saw a post while I was scrolling along these algorithms that love sensationalizing certain things, right? And all of a sudden, I saw a dude that said, man, I'm going to actually start obeying traffic laws. I'm going to stay out of the streets. I'm going to say sorry to all of my enemies. I thought that he was going to say this because he was going to develop and become an overall better human being. No, he said he wanted to continue to survive in order to play GTA 6. I mean, you literally can't make this up. What do you think about that, King?
I read somewhere someone else said, he said, man, I'm squashing all my beef with my ops so I can play GTA 6. Like, you don't squash your beef because of your kids or your family.
Out of here. I didn't ask what was a joke or not. Out.
Or because
no one was talking to you.
Or because you want to get up out the hood, you want to elevate yourself.
Ava, what's up, Ava? Hey, Ava's in the building, man.
He said, what's good, Ava? He said, nah, man, I'm squashing all my beef so I can play GTA.
Yeah, man. And they be serious, too. Like, we got a lot of people that either want to experience things that they can't even get a return on investment on, or they want to try to compete against people who don't even acknowledge them. Case in point, literally Karl Anthony Towns had over 60 points in a basketball game. Wow, dude, he had 60 points, but guess what? He lost the game. Because during the game, instead of winning, he was worrying about how much Joel Embiid scored so he could surpass him. Now, Joel Embiid scored 70 points, but guess what they did? They won the game. He scored 60 points and lost the game. These dudes think that the letter I is in team. I mean, I'm not surprised. They think yours is UNR. What do you think about that, man?
It's crazy, man, because he hogged the ball, so his team lost. Imagine all their team points scored together, they probably would have won. But because he wanted to be the one, I want to be the one, man. That's what I'm saying.
Let Jet Li be the one.
Yeah, for real. But no, man, they want to, when somebody's on the pedestal, instead of supporting them while they're on the rise, they pull them down off the pedestal so they can try to climb themselves up. But guess what? They can't even climb up there. And clearly he couldn't climb on top of that pedestal because they lost. But that pedestal be too up high for them to climb onto. And you can't make the stuff up, bro. Like everybody always wants to be the one. I want to be the one to do this. I want to be the one to do that. Like I seen something the other day, someone talking about, I want to be the first the first Tarzan rapper. Like, you always want to be the first, bro.
That's that Soulja Boy mentality.
Oh, man, it's just like, come on, bro. Someone already did it. I get you want to do it too, but you ain't going to be the first to do it.
And they don't even want to do it for themselves. They want to do it to impress somebody else.
Another man.
Do you know how many guys I've seen go in Journeys, and instead of get some, like, nice Converse or Vans, the ladies are going to like it. You know, the ladies always like when you looking snazzy. These dudes will buy female UGG boots. And they know the ladies is looking at them like, what you got on? They not worried about the ladies. They want to impress their homeboys.
Like I said,
get that up out of here, man. It's obviously obvious what I am, and if you don't understand, out. But, man, this is the reason why I sit back and I say what I say. A lot of them really want to come out, and you can see it by the way of the words that they type, right? I tell ladies nowadays, whenever you get with the dude, man, don't worry about who they've been texting. Go check that Google search history. Oh, man, oh, man. It's going to tell you everything you need to know. You know, the caption of the picture that I posted earlier, I said, the silence spoke, you just weren't listening. What you got to say about that?
Man, the silence.
Everybody keep double tapping the screen. I don't want to see no more comments until I get to 10K likes. If anybody that doesn't have a moderator wrench comments before I get 10K likes, you might say, well, man, I'm a supporter. I got you on Snapchat. I don't care. Until I get 10K likes, if I see any other comment, you know what's happening. So, Kane, what you got to say?
Silence speaks louder than words. And that's 100% facts, man. And when you silent, everybody knows. Especially somebody who did you dirty. They know that they did you dirty, and you just silent about it. That's all they think about is, man, I wonder if he knows. I wonder if he knows. I'm finna get this person up on there.
You got some quiches in there?
Man, somebody want me to... You can't make this up. But, nah, man. They be sitting there, I wonder if he knows. Oh, man, well, maybe I did this, maybe I did that, or whatever. And they're just sitting there, and it eats them up because the silence is telling them.
Woo!
The silence tells them everything, man. Just like, man, like, especially with unprofessional people. When they know that they did you up, they screwed you over, and that silence, that you don't give them no response, and you just move on with your life. Now they mad. They mad at you because you don't give them a response. Even though they're the one that did you dirty, they still gonna be mad at you, and it makes no sense. But that's the mind of a Keisha. They're gonna be mad at you for something that they did. And that's 100%. Fact.
Yeah, man. It's like, and they'll be the same individual swearing that they're loyal. Whole time they're disloyal. They'll be the same types of individuals saying that they desire consistency, and they're inconsistent. They have no communication. In fact, their non-communication speaks more than anything, and they want you to believe one thing about them, but then they show you the complete opposite. This is the reason why I say it's more important to pay attention than to speak in the day and the age that we're living in. And get that key up out of here. I didn't ask what was off or on. I know one thing, you're off in my comment section. Out. But yeah, man, we doing what we do, man. We stand on what we stand on. We giving good game. A lot of people want to sit on the sidelines, but guess what? Enjoy the popcorn, but the butter, it's sold separately. Man, we do what we do. Y'all can never ever be compatible, or you're never reputables. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no reputation because nothing you do is synonymous with elevation. So a lot of people, they talk, but when you look at the summary of what they've done through the entirety of the week, it's usually a repeated process, all revolved around playing video games, eating Cheetos, hot Doritos, taquitos, and drinking Mountain Dew. They don't take care of their hygiene, you know what I'm saying? They don't even know when their birthday is. Half of them don't even know how old they are. They haven't washed their sheets since Jesus Christ is walking the earth. So with that being said, they have no dominion within their opinion because they don't even take care of themselves, so they're incapable of taking care of anybody else, which is the reason why their opinions show exactly what they are, a representation of Keisha within itself. And look though, make sure each and every single one of you send me a message immediately on TikTok, because as soon as this episode's over, I will be messaging back every one of my requests in my Snapchat. That is the best way to talk to me, know when I'm going live next, and to stay up to date with all the content, elevation, and game revolving. So with that being said, until I get 10K likes, I would not like to see a comment by a solitary individual outside of my moderators, because you have not earned it. You will earn speaking in my chat, otherwise you will not be speaking.
That's 100% facts, bro. And they're gonna get mad. Oh, I gotta earn it, man. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. Yeah, you gotta earn it. They be sitting there sounding like Patrick Star. Oh man, I gotta do.
We got
this.
10K likes. You guys can talk now. But everybody who talked before we got 10K, out.
I gotta work, man. Yeah, you gotta work. You gotta get up. You gotta work every single day and nonstop. Even when you get to where you want to be at, guess what? It don't stop. It just means that you gotta work hard to keep what you got, and that's 100% facts and not opinion.
So with that being said, I would like to give a, this is kind of like our podcast format, so we don't just necessarily do our game serving. Get that up out of here. Anybody that wants to laugh by way of a comment section instead of in real life, out. But so we're gonna kind of infuse like the random topics. I would like to take this time to say happy birthday to Jose Onfroy. He would have been 26 years old, greatest artist of all time. I don't care what nobody says, man. Shout out to X, long live Ja. They got some new merch out with the Revenge. They put out a new release, so make sure you guys go get that if you're fans of him. I will always continue to prolong his legacy and just remind you guys of the capabilities with the artificial music. So most definitely enjoy it. And with that being said, man, I'm gonna pass the mic over to Kane, let him say what he got to say, and then we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna keep on winning, and y'all are gonna keep on pretending that you have something to do, but you ain't doing nothing.
That's a fact, man. And unfortunately, when people leave the earth, it's just a part of life. Whether it was natural or unnatural, it's always going to be there, man. Leaving the earth is always going to be there. So unfortunately, it's just like Tupac said, man, life goes on. And that's 100% facts and not opinion, man. So that being said, make sure y'all share with your friends, your families, your mommies, your aunties, your grannies, and everybody else that y'all know. I don't know about you, but I'm getting hungry.
I ain't getting hungry. Yeah, y'all can't eat no food, man. Yeah, nah. Y'all asking a homeboy, hey, man, can I borrow some money till next week? Hey, man, can I wear your boxers? Yeah. That's the type of dialogue y'all be having. But with that being said, y'all might get an episode tonight, and you might not. But with that being said, until next time, make sure each and every single one of you send me a message right now on TikTok, so I can send all you my Snapchat. This way to talk to me, know when I go live, and stay up to date with the content. If you didn't understand what I said, well, guess what? That means you don't meet the requirements to even be a part of this movement. So